on. We're doing a kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me. Nothing crazy on the eyes, but I am also showing you a technique. If you guys like to use tape on the eyes to really get like a tapered look, I'm gonna show you how to do that without the tape if you want to like level up, you know. Obviously like the tape method is fine. I think it looks really good. If you do it right, it looks great. I used to do it when I first started out. It's how I taught myself how to blend. But now I'm like at the point where I don't use tape, and I just really love having like these like very elongated eyes. I think it looks very sexy, very sultry. Yeah, smoking hot kind of thing. So if you guys are into that as well, let's get on board and fucking do this thing. Subscribe before you leave. I don't do my brows this to do. There is a brow tutorial on my Instagram page if you want to get to it. It is always going to be there in the story highlights. So yeah, that's the deal, and that's the tea, and I hope you guys like this look. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna do like a chit chat, get ready with me. Okay, so y'all can hear me talk about shit, but we're gonna zoom in so you can get started on the eyes, because I already did the complexion. That is on my Instagram live for the next 24 hours, so hopefully this goes up before that goes away. Okay, I'm taking my OG favorite shade of life, Kat Von D Lolita. Girl. My favorite transition ever. And I'm going to take it on like a tapered little blendy brush. I already primed my eyes and lightly set with my face powder. Just like grazed my eye with my face powder brush with the product left over on it. And this is a Morphe brush from the Bronzed and Beautiful set. But like a MAC 217, Stigmata U25 kind of deal would be great for this too. This was just clean, so. So I'm starting by just focusing this color right above my crease, following my eye shape. I'm going to take a bigger blending brush, my Sigma E40, and just buff that through. Circular and side sweeping motions. And then I'm going to extend it outward slightly, and that just means taking the brush parallel to the eye line. So where you have your corner of your eye, you just want to extend it out that way. You can bring this higher if you want. I like to bring it out because I think it kind of just follows the natural taper of the eye very nicely. And since this is our transition, it can be a little bit like larger and a charger, you feel me? Okay, so you kind of have like your shape down. That's like totally cool. Then you can take this, you can take the same brush and just start to run it under your eye and meet it up. If you have a more fluffy blending brush, you might not want to do this because it'll be like very heavy down the eye. I don't care about that. I'm fine with that. But a lot of people, when they do like a tapered look like this, they like to keep it pretty close to the lash line because it makes it look a little bit more like cut. I like that too, but today I'm like, let's grunge this up, let's bring it low, and we'll roll like that. Okay, so it should look like that. You can take a matte bone color. I'm going to use China White from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. Just really love this one because it's not too harsh white. And it really just softens everything up very nicely. And that can also like create the shape that you're going for more so. Okay, so both eyes are kind of done. I like to bring the shadow in a little bit closer to the eye. To the nose, I mean. Hello. Get my anatomy right. And then just polish up any areas where it's some extra love. Next, I'm going to jump into the Prism palette by Anastasia, baby. Get it right. Hello. There we go. And I'm going to go in with Saturn, this beautiful warm tone bricky orange. I think it is stunning. I'm going to take this on another tapered brush, but one that is slightly smaller, which is my beat up Sigma E25. That's all dirty and shit. And I'm going to focus this lower in the crease. This is just going to rust it up for us. A little bit more burnt orange to the look. Since I love Lolita, it gives you like this fleshy, like tired eye color look. And then adding an orange really brings it into the Rust family fold. So I just love Lolita as a transition because it's so incredibly versatile. You really want to add a bunch of this color because it is going to give us a deeper look to the eye. Smoke it up, you know? What I like to do is like swirl it right at the outer corner of my eye and then just start to like flip it out. And I think that that really helps when you're trying to follow this eye shape because you don't want it to go too far up and get rid of the transition that we did. So if you focus a lot of your color on the outer corner already, which is going to get covered up, it really helps. And for this, I like to go with a pencil brush under the eye. This is a Zoeva brush, Zoeva 230. And just connect it. I'm going to take one of my favorite old MAC single shadows. This is everyone's darling. I use this all the time, y'all know, because I'm obsessed. I'm going to take it on a Koza S185. A lot of these brushes I'm using are from my favorite brushes video, which I did a couple weeks ago. You want to check that out? It's on my channel. And I'm just going to start to focus this again at the outer corner. Pushing it in. And then slightly triangulating it out. Okay, so you'll kind of have something like this when you're done. I'm going to work on this eye for you. You'll just start to build it up again here. And then just start to focus it on the outer corner and then taper it out. And this takes some time, you know, like, because this brush isn't like the most dense. It does pick up product really nicely. But you want to make sure that it's just blending it out really nicely, and that comes with circular motions most of the time and slight little windshield wiper ones. And then you can just like pack up the color in the outer corner. You don't have to be so perfect. I mean, honestly, like most of the time my eyes are not, they don't look exactly the same. But you want them to be at least a little cohesive. And then you can, of course, go back with your brushes. Ugh, do y'all hear that fucking motorcycle outside? Ugh. God, so annoying. I love motorcycles, but they can be really obnoxious with obnoxious people riding them. Then I'm going to take this little wonky elf brush and that same dark color and focus it right underneath my lash line and connecting it. That's what I love about this brush. It really smokes it out for you, but I will go back with my pencil brush just to buff it. And I'll do it a couple times just because I want it to be really dark. And then I'm going to go in with one of my favorite things of life. This is MAC Heritage Rouge pigment from a holiday set. Girl, if you know me, this is one of my favorites. I am obsessed. Obsessed. I'm going to pick some of it up and wet it with some setting spray. And then just dab it onto the lid. And this is one of my absolute favorite rusty red brown shades. Oh, girl. That is life-giving right there. It's not like it's super shimmery, which is cool because I don't personally always do really shimmery colors on my lid. So I feel like this works really nicely for this. I'm going to take that same pencil brush and wet it that we used earlier, the Zoeva one, and throw a little of that Heritage Rouge pigment right underneath my eye. I like to bring everything underneath too because I think it just looks super cohesive. You don't necessarily need to because the tones are so similar that it would still look cohesive, but I like to really be cohesive with texture too, so preference, personal preference. And then I'll buff it out. I'm going to do my brows and then figure out what I want to do in my inner corner. Okay, but there is a brow tutorial on my Instagram if you want to look at it. It's always going to be saved in a story highlight, so okay. Okay, brows on. I always feel like I can think a little clearer when I have like brows going on. So I'm going to add a nice rusty red bright shade because I'm playing off tones. You could obviously totally use a nice complementary tone with this, like a teal or a bright green. That would be really cool, but I'm going to just bring in some of the red tones that we already have going on with a bright red. This is Stigmata from the Kat Von D State and Center palette. And I'm just using this little Japanese brush to buff that into my corner eye socket. And then I'll even take my larger blending brush and just blend that out. What I do like to do is bring a light color right in the center. So I am going to take some of Rapture from the same palette, which is kind of like a topper. A nice kind of like pinky red topper. And I'm going to focus it right in the tear duct. Right there. And that's going to bring some light and life into this. And I like to do a couple times packing that there. Oh yes. It just gives us a like evil look. God, I love that. Okay, I'm gonna throw mascara on, you guys. I found a Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler at work. Girl, I've been using a Revlon one for like years and years. It is so old. It does not even work anymore. This shit is so insanely good. Do you see that? I have no eyelashes. I wish that I didn't have eyeshadow on so you could really see this because I'm so impressed. Wow, they are like lifted to the gods. It's crazy. It's just plain craziness. It's always been hard to get my outer lashes, but this still makes it pretty easy. Ah! Okay, I'll zoom out soon. Okay, so mascara is on. You guys, look at my freaking lashes because of that lash curler. They never looked like this. They never do. Just saying. Okay, so I'm going to take the same blush shadow that we used on this Japanese little brush. I love to tie in tones that are used on the eyes, on the face as well. I think it's so pretty. So pretty. I love this blush brush. It is everything. I'm gonna freckle myself, of course. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys how I freckle myself. I'm gonna take Fawn from Anastasia, and it's just a single shadow, and then an e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush. I think this is a bomb freckling brush because you can have light and hard control with it. And I just start to like erratically dot. You want like harsh color and then soft color intermixed. So you don't want them all to be the same pressure. You want to like sporadically dot kind of. And then I just work it up. And I'll just kind of show you the sections that I like to freckle. Although my mom thinks I look so weird with them, I'm like, I don't really care. When you don't wear foundation, but your skin tone is still so even, which I'm very grateful for, don't get me wrong, I do like that, but I feel like when I have like good eyes going, it's just like my skin looks so boring and flat in comparison, and I just love having this texture there. I like to go above one brow, just kind of like sporadically. And I'll even put the color in my brow so it doesn't look like as though it just like is above it, like hovering. I want it to kind of look like smoke rising from the ashes, if that makes sense. That I like to do the corner of one top of my forehead, and you want to push it into the hairline, just kind of like what we did with the brow. You don't want it to just like hover on the skin. Yeah, my mom's like, you're getting more freckles every day. I'm like, yeah, and okay. I'm gonna throw some on my cheek here, underneath and on my highlight. And I like to go into my eye socket because a lot of people have freckles in their eye socket. I think that's so pretty. I have some beautifully freckled friends, and I just want them to know that I envy them, like, every day of my life. So, just saying. And when girls want to cover their freckles, oh, it hurts my heart. I'm just like, why would you want to do that? Like, when I worked for MAC, that happened all the time. Girls would be like, I want full coverage. And they'd have, like, the most beautiful face of freckles. I'm like, really? Are you sure? Why would you want to do that to yourself? You're so beautiful. But, you know, to each his own. I'm not gonna judge you on, like, what you want to wear. Obviously, you shouldn't judge me for fake freckling myself all the time. If you do, that's fine. I won't listen to you, though. I'm gonna keep doing me, then. And I have some moles here that I like to bring back to life, too. And then that's it. Okay. I'm gonna set my face with NYX Dewy Finish Skin Mist. I really love that one. Okay, and then I'm gonna use some MAC Softly Lit Gloss, just kind of like a nice nude gloss. Okay, this is the finished look. Even if we go into spring, I'm still living for fall, babies. Okay, okay, that's just my aesthetic. Fall for life. Yeah, so let me know what you want to see next. Subscribe before you leave. Like this video. Comment in below what you want to see next. I will list all the products there as well. And yeah. Peace.